Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on the Zeroroman channel. Today we are here in Gastown, Vancouver, British Columbia on a calm Sunday afternoon. And today I was feeling a bit frisky, a bit thirsty, and so today I'm going to be recording this video, which I've wanted to record for a long time. A little bit different from the usual aura talk, depression, zeroroman vibe. Today we're looking at two absolute powerhouses of the beverage industry. Mexican Coke versus the all-American regular plastic bottled Coke from America. Motherfucker, let's get into it. Now, first things first. Let's judge this book by its cover, alright? The first things first is the presentation. Now, the American Coke bottle has a little bit of a metallic and the silverish hue in the drink. I'm not sure if that's the reflection of the plastic, but it does look a little bit more artificial than the luscious black and soothing color on the Mexican Coca-Cola. Now, the main difference between these two drinks is primarily the sugar content. The American Coca-Cola has what we call fructose corn syrup, which is a new age type of sweetener that is very harmful to the human vessel, while the Mexican Coca-Cola has cane sugar. Now, if you've played Minecraft, motherfucker, you'll know that cane sugar is harvested in a more natural way, and it is, how can you say, more fertile. No, that's not the word. It's more natural either ways. I'm not sure how to describe it. But judging this book by its cover, I can say that a point can definitely go to the Mexican Coca-Cola. The color is just so much nicer, so much more real to the Coca-Cola look. Now, if you're wondering why I got the plastic American bottle instead of the canned American bottle, I would say that's more of a aesthetic choice because they have more a similar presentation. Either ways, without further ado, let's go ahead and give the American Coke a taste. Okay. First impressions of the American Coca-Cola. Let's hit the cigarette. Let's see how it settles in. Okay. Now, based off of the first sip from the American Coca-Cola, I can quite honestly say that there's a bit of a artificial and almost metallic aftertaste, especially when combined with the cigarette. Sorry, let this train go by. I apologize for the commotion. first sip of the American Coca-Cola, I can say that it's the usual, you know, it's quite honestly the convenient taste, I guess you could say so. It just tastes like Coke, quite honestly. I'm not sure what to say other than that. Any Coke that you get at a McDonald's, at any fast food store alongside with your Subway sandwich, whatever else it might be, it's normal, you know? With that being said, let's give the Mexican Coke a try. Okay. As you guys might be able to see, there's that Coca-Cola smoke, if you know what I mean, that fizzy drink vapor. Okay, let's go back to the American. Let's see. Wow, there's a massive difference, absolutely. The Mexican Coke is like a throat hit. For those of you who do smoke avidly, when you smoke a cigarette, you're primarily chasing after this feeling of the throat hit rather than just a normal cigarette. I think a lot of people who also vape know what feeling I'm talking about when I say that throat hit. I feel like if we have to compare these two in terms of that pop, I guess you could say, the Mexican Coke is way better. But speaking of the Mexican Coke, there's a con with this bottle. Now, I tried recording this video a little while ago, and it didn't go in the best of ways when I had to open the bottle because I didn't have a bottle opener. So I guess that can definitely count as a con for the Mexican Coke 100%. Because let's say you're on an adventure. Let's say you're out with your brothers, right? We're driving and around, having a good time. You pick up a Mexican Coke from the nearest convenience store. But then it hits you. You realize that you didn't bring a bottle opener. You'd have to have some type of caveman strength to open this bitch. Otherwise, you're fucked. And so I guess that can definitely count as a con for the Mexican Coca-Cola because it's not very convenient. Ooh. Now, as you guys might know, Coca-Cola has definitely had a rather controversial history, from coke, from real cocaine, to rum and wine. I can quite honestly say that we've downgraded as a society when it comes to...
I should watch that. Everybody should say positive.
When it comes to that history of Coca-Cola. But so, speaking of the older versions of Coca-Cola, the Mexican Coke is definitely more true to its nature. When it comes to that vibe. Either ways, after giving these two babies a try, I can quite honestly say that I've always been a bigger fan of the Mexican Coca-Cola. It is more of a lifestyle choice rather than which one is better. Obviously, I am very against plastic, and we all know that plastic is detrimental for our environment and the earth in general. And so, if you are looking after a very good bottle of beverage, something to refresh you, that would quite honestly be the Mexican Coca-Cola. That's all I can say, really. I mean, I've never been a big fan of the normal Coca-Cola. Never been a big fan of America in general. So I'm gonna go with the Mexican Coca-Cola, quite honestly. I think that wraps it up. Otherwise, that's the topic, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, so catch you guys in the next video.